If you're playing the game of trying to sell your books to make money, so you're an author, you're most likely wearing all of the hats: marketer, admin, business person, writer, plotter, developmental editor, social media marketer, all of the things. Well, today I'm going to actually talk to you about how to make some of your job easier, especially as we talk about marketing. And we keep pushing here that you want to make sure that you're posting enough information. You really want to push for organic sales, but you don't want to just put stuff up. You want to make sure that you have really great images, really great art, things that actually align with your brand. I'm going to be talking about ways that I bulk create using some of my favorite tools and a membership that I actually love. And I'm going to be talking about how I utilize them to push my brands forward and to make better options for my marketing needs. Okay, guys, we're actually going to jump in. This might be a little long, but I am showing you hows and wherefores and where to go and what to do. If you have any questions, put them in the comment below. Before we begin, there's a couple things that you're going to want to make sure that you have in hand. Number one, Canva. Canva is one of the best tools, the best $12.95 I spend a month. It literally is my go-to for just about everything graphic design style. I use it for videos. I use it for images. I use it for book covers. I use it for so much. It's crazy. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is that you need to have a spreadsheet or a collection somewhere of your phrases or like your comments or reviews or whatever it is that you're going to be using inside of your bulk create option for your social media images. You're going to need to have that ready as well. I have engagement questions that I'm going to put together for my Bonnie Paulson pen name. I'm just going to do 10, even though I normally do about 100 to 150 to provide for my VA. So I'm going to show you how I actually do this literally one by one. And I'm going to show you how I'm using AI art for this process. Okay. I'm not going to show you how I make the AI art. I am going to show you what I use with regards to how I access AI art for it's like $9 a month and what I use in the packet so that you can actually see what I do and so that you can see how you can make this process a lot easier for yourself as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go into my image here, and I'm in Canva, and this is set up as a 1080 by 1080. These are really important to have these set up appropriately. So when I use a 1080 by 1080, I can actually utilize this on almost all social media platforms. I can even create carousels on Thread with this 1080 by 1080. Okay, so I'm just going to come in here, and what I'm going to do is make my first image pretty, keeping in mind that I'm going to have one part of it that will be considered dynamic, and that images will also be dynamic at the end point. And I'll show you my steps for that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually upload some AI art. So I will be back in just a moment. Okay, so here I am, and this is one of the AI art images that I have pulled from that pack that I was just telling you about for the AI art club. I'm going to set this one up, and this is pretty much going to be the feel for a lot of my images for my social media stuff. Now, just to be clear, this is not the same image every time. It could be, and that's how bulk create is set up, but I'm going to actually be using this just so I can move my images around. I haven't quite decided how I am. I also do believe that you need to do some type of editing inside of the bulk create to make sure everything still looks to brand and still looks good. So bear with me as we go through this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to create a text box, and I'm just going to put this here. And I want this to be at about a 60 because I know that some of my phrases get kind of big. So maybe I'll go 65. And then I'm going to actually move this up to give it room. Now, if I wanted to, I could add, and in fact, I'm going to, just to show you, I'm going to actually add my logo here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it smaller. And this is going to go on every single image. And then I'm going to actually hit background remover. So it's okay. It's still there. It's kind of like a watermark. So this is what I'm having just on this one. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to leave it as add a heading. And then I'm going to go to effects, because all of my images are going to have some kind of color on it. It's going to be something like this. So I'm going to actually come down here and I'm going to hit background. And on the background, I don't want it yellow. I'm going to have it be more of a brand color, which might be a soft pink or a white. I'm actually going to go with white for me, and I'm going to take the transparency down just a drop. So I'm going to go down to 69 for my transparency. So therefore, you can still see the image without having the image be like the most dominant, okay? So the reason I'm leaving it like this is because I am going to be having quotes and reviews and engagement questions and emojis and all kinds of things actually come on this specific heading, okay? So what I'm going to do next is I think that this image is finished. Now, if you want to get like add borders, get fancy, add even more stuff, you can. This is literally how I create my fast social media stuff in under 7 minutes. Okay, so here we go. I am going to now come over on the left-hand side, and I'm going to go down to bulk create. Now, I have mine set up in my usually used apps. If you don't see it on your left-hand side and you've never used it, make sure to click here on the apps section on the left-hand side and type in bulk create. This is included in your subscription. Okay, so I'm going to hit bulk create. Now what's going to happen is it's going to give me all these options, and I'm just going to say, I want to enter the data manually. So then what happens is this guy pops up, and I don't need this one, but you can have as many columns as you want. I have done up to 15. I've never gone more than 15 because that seems to be kind of a convoluted like thing. But if you were like, yeah, I'm going to do trope images for all of these style of books or whatever, you could do that. You just need to make sure that you have it understood mentally what it is exactly that you're doing. So here I am, and I am just going to do engagement, and I would name it so you know which one it is, especially as you start getting more and more into this, because you will realize that it can get pretty confusing right away. Okay. So I'm going to delete those options and I'll be right back. I've got to go get my spreadsheet with my options in it. Okay, now I'm back for my spreadsheet, and I'm just going to paste these engagement questions in here. There's 16. I thought I was only going to do 10. Apparently I'm doing 16. So once I do that, I'm going to scroll down. They're in there. I'm going to hit done. Now, editing and formatting will come, but right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually connect my data so that I can create my bulk images. So how I do that is I come in here and see how, so normally I might be on like this. I want to select the text that I want to have replaced with my engagement things. I'm going to click on the more button, and then it says connect data. When the connect data comes up, if you have 15 or more, you can search. Mine's right here. It's the only option. Now it's connected. You can see it's purple and it says continue. Now you can also see which one is selected here and which one is connected. So I'm going to hit continue. And I want all of them to go through. I want all of these. So I'm going to hit generate 16 design. Now you can do view design. So I'm going to hit view design. And it's going to bring me in here. And every single one of those engagement things is on that image over and over and over. Now, here's how I take that a little bit further. I'm going to squeeze this in. On each of these, I'm going to actually edit it, like so it looks nice. So this one is a hero with secrets. I like this already, this image and stuff. I'm going to leave it. I might bring this down a little bit so the sunset's in view. So I'm going to leave that one. Then I'm going to come to the next one, and I'm going to say, do I want to do this? Or maybe I want to change out the image. So I can actually change out the image, but I want to go to my AI art that I've been using. So it's original art, right? It's original images that really most other people aren't using. And I'm going to grab this one and replace that image like that, okay? Then I'm going to come down and do another one. I really like this one. This one really like hits my brand, and I might even do that one on the next one. And then what I'll do is I'll change it. I'll like move it up. Okay, so that one made it. So this is more like the roads. This is more like the mountaintops. And then I could do it again for the next one. I might be, I like this one. The birds for the serenading. Be serenaded or written a love poem. Best country date. I'm actually going to do this one. I would say, and you can see I've got lots of these, but I have lots of this art over here. Best date night, stay in. Maybe I don't love that one. Oh, I'm going to do this one. Okay. So that one's really pretty. I might come in here. Best way to tell if he's into you. And I write romance. So this is like, you want to make sure and grab the like romantic feeling ones. So I might do this one. Okay. So clearly you can see how you just come in and use AI art. I would recommend checking out that PLR shop with the AI art club. We drop about 400 plus AI art images a month. You only have to pay $9 a month. And it's already done for you. If you have like a request, like let's say you're romantasy and you write dark romance inside the romantasy subgenre, you can put it in the form and be like, I need some images for this. There's a lot in there. All of these that I have actually shown you to right now in just this video is literally from the packets from the last couple of months. You get access to all of the past months as well as teachings just like this one that I just did for you inside of the AI Art Club. So as a marketing specialist, that's why I have that PLR shop with the AI Art Club, is to teach people how to do this. But it doesn't seem to be hitting in the author area very well because people aren't understanding that there are resources out there specifically to teach you how to use the AI art and how to make AI art that doesn't look like AI. These are all terrific images, and I love that they fit so well. And I only have to pay $9 a month. There is no copyright issue. I'm not going to get any questions about it. It's just great little images that I can use and do whatever I want with, and they have full commercial license with them. So check it out, guys. Go check out that PLR shop with the AI Art Club. And again, let me know if you have any questions and join the group down below. Finding Your Indie is all about marketing and all about making our jobs easier as marketers and advertisers in the author arena. Why not use some of these tools that other people are using to make their jobs easier as well? Okay, guys, hit like and subscribe, and I cannot wait to see what it is that you come up with inside of your marketing endeavors.